All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to do a response video unto this video. It was put up here by Dad Saves America. And the title of his video reads, Brett Weinstein and Heather Heyen on whether Western civilization is about to collapse. And this is a conversation that is being had more and more across all platforms, because people who are in the know, people who have sense, all right, can see that Western civilization and in particular Babylon the Great is falling, man. Morally, spiritually, economically, right? All of that. They can see it, man, but most people can't see it, okay? But Western civilization is falling. And the reason that it's falling is because it's prophecy, man, okay? The beast system had its time, man. The beast system had its time. But now we're at the end of the beast system, man. But we're seeing Esau Edom trying to save or heal a Western culture, man, and it's not working, all right? And these elites, trying to establish their MOTB system, man, it's all going to collapse, bro, because it's prophesied in the scriptures, all right? So he's going to interview these two individuals, man. All right, they're going to make some points, and I'll respond with precepts. And if you get a chance, well, I'll play the whole video here, Lord willing, man, But if I don't, you can go watch the whole video. All of it is good, okay? So without further ado, man, we'll get into this here. And Lord willing is edifying, all right? So here we go.
Is Western civilization on the verge of collapse? And if so, what does that mean? Help me understand that, Brett. Brett, why don't you start?
Well, I would say Western civilization is...
What it means is that the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established, okay? That's what it means. When Babylon the Great falls, or when Esau ends come, then there will be Jacob's beginning, right? Real quick, 2nd Ezra 6. Starting here at verse 7, it says, he answered, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? And when shall the end of the first, and when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follow it? So our forefather Esdras, right, he was inquiring about the end, man, in the kingdom of heaven, right? This is a question he posed to the Lord. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, right? It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we see according to the scriptures that Esau, right, the Edomites, they are the end, okay? The end will come through them. There will be the last rule of the heathen, man, the Edomites, okay? And we do understand through the scriptures, right, through history, through, records, that this so-called white man is Esau, man. He fits the description, okay? There's nowhere around it, bro. This so-called white man, he is Esau, man. No doubt about it. And it says Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So when Esau ends come, right, when Western civilization falls, that's going to be the beginning of our kingdom, man. So we should be excited, okay? Especially when Babylon the Great fall, that's going to truly signify it, man. This Revelation 19 verse 1, it says, and after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our God. For true and righteous are his judgments. For he had judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. So the kingdom of heaven is going to come, man, when Babylon, the great whore, is destroyed. Okay? That's when salvation in the kingdom is going to come. So we need this place to be destroyed, man. And we're seeing it. All right. The Most High God is showing us that Babylon is about to be over with, man. Yes, the MOTB system is coming, but ain't gonna stop Babylon from being destroyed. It's already written. Okay. So going here to them now.
Help me understand that, Brett. Brett, why don't you start?
Well, I would say Western civilization is an experiment, and it's one that has been wildly successful, but it's fragile.
And the reason that this experiment has been wildly successful is because the Most High God raised up Esau, man. Gave him the blessing of technology, right? Of the sword to pretty much conquer the earth. And the scriptures, speaks about that, man. That Esau, right? He will get the best of the lands and have, pretty much everything because of the sword, man. And really, it's his time to rule, right? The deadly wound with the beast being healed. So here we go. Genesis chapter 27, right, concerning Esau. It says, Genesis 27 and 39, it's 38, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. So he will have the fatness of the earth, man. So this prophecy tell us that Esau will be dwelling all over the world, man. Okay, and having the best of the lands. And we're gonna get the word fatness here, right? Hebrew, right? H4924. The word is mashaman. Okay, mashaman. And it says here, fatness, fat piece, fertile place, richly prepared food, fatness, fat pieces, oil, olive oil, fatness, stout, vigorous, fertile spots or places. So Esau will be dwelling in these fertile spots and places on the planet, man. All right. And when he came over here during the Renaissance period, right, with Columbus and them, they spoke about the beauty of the Western world. All right. They said that it was like Eden. They said that that this place was like Eden, man, because of how beautiful it was, right? Esau was blown away by it, man. And Northern Kingdom was over here living, okay, even though they was doing wickedness, right? But they saw the beauty that was over here, man, before Esau came. But he destroyed it now, all right. But this place is to be beautiful, all right. But now it's concrete and trash everywhere, man. This man is the devil. Okay. So now, reading verse 40, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. So Esau, he's going to live by the sword, man. Okay. That's his blessing. Warfare. Okay. That's his blessing, man. Word is a karab. Okay. A karab. Excuse me, karab. And it says sword, knife, tools for cutting stone, drought, also a cutting instrument from his destructive effect, as a knife, sword, or other sharp implement, axe, dagger, knife, murdoch, sword, tool. So his blessing is the sword, man, right? The dagger, the axe. Him having this, technology, man, to make these missiles, right? This is his blessing. This is how he will live. This is how he will reign. Okay. And the Most High God has blessed him. So this is why they're so successful, man. Okay. Because the Most High God gave him this blessing so that he can fulfill prophecy. All right. But he's going to go down, and he's going down, right? Job chapter 24 in verse 23, right? It says, though it be given him to be in safety, whereon he rested, yet his eyes are upon their ways. So this man, he's in safety. He's blessed. He's ruling in his kingdom, right? But the Most High is watching him. Oh, he's being tracked by the angels, man, and by the men of the Lord. Okay, it says they are exalted for a little while, right? And we have been in the midst of Esau's little while. These, past 500 years, right? That's a little while in the eyes of the Lord. But nevertheless, he has been exalted. It says, but are gone and brought low. And this is what we're discussing right now. Them about to be gone and them being brought low. Western civilization is collapsing. It says they are taken out of the way as all other and cut off as the tops of the ears of corn. So they will be destroyed like every other kingdom, every other nation, man. Okay, that ruled on the planet Earth. But there's going to be far worse. All right, Esau's judgment going to be far worse than any nation. Okay, it says, and if it be not so now, who will make me a liar and make my speech nothing worth? Right. Esau going down, man. It's written in the scriptures. Okay, his time is coming, man. But yes, they have been wildly successful, right? But this devil, he will be destroyed. And one more precept here, Psalm 73. Right? It says, verse 1, truly the Most High is good to Israel, and even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So the wicked has been prospering, man. Okay? As the dude said, they've been wildly successful. They've been prospering, bro. Okay? Esau been balling now. Because he's been blessed by the Lord. It says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Right? This man's strength is firm in the planet, man. These elites have control of everything, bro. Just truly think about that. They have control over all markets, all, the resources, man, all the militaries. They have the power, okay? But they're losing it, right? It says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, right? It says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. So this man is very proud, very pompous, okay? Because he's been wildly successful in wickedness, okay? And this is why, people be questioning if, there's a God, because how could a God, allow such stuff like this by the white man? And you had this guy, Charleston White. He said, if karma is real, then why haven't the white man received this karma yet? If he understood prophecy, he would know that Esau is going to get his karma. And it's starting right now. Okay, he had a particular time to be ruling and successful, man. And in safety, right? So that he can fulfill his blessing in prophecy, all right? But this man is going down that says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. So they have been wildly successful, okay? But it's over with now, man.
And it's always fragile because there is a more fundamental way of organizing people. One that is less capable, more dangerous, is worse in every important regard. But because it is more fundamental, when a superior alternative collapses, it collapses into this baseline state. And what I'm really arguing is that there are two bases on which a society can exist. Two reasons for collaboration of the level that would amount to a civilization. One of them has to do with genes. The simple fact that people share genes provides a rationale for them to cooperate because in evolution of their relatedness. So gene-based cooperation is what history looks like. What Western civilization really did is come up with a reason outside of genes for people to collaborate, essentially for people to put aside their racial differences, their phenotypic similarities, and to join forces on the basis that different members of the team brought different strengths to the table. That is a superior way of being. If you are limited.
Right. And Esau had established Babylon Great as a great melting pot of people, right? And that's in prophecy, that this place will be multicultural, right? That's prophesied that Babylon the Great will be a multicultural nation, but Esau's going, okay? That's in the Bible. Revelation chapter 17, verse 1, it says, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. What does the many waters represent? It represents all of the other nations, man. Okay? This is a great melting pot, man. Verse 15, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So it was prophesied for Babylon to be a multicultural society, okay? And that these nations will be mingling with Esau, man, all right? It says, with whom the kings of the earth has committed fornication. So they have gotten in bed with America, man. All these nations have, all right? It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, right? Her democracy, right? Her Christianity, her dollar, and just her, overall influence, man. They've been taken by it. And these nations are starting to, well, at one point they was mirroring a Babylon pretty much, right? Over in China, they dress like Esau, they, talk like them, or, they use their own, language, but they act like Esau. McDonald's and stuff, Their building is like Esau's buildings, right? They're mirroring America, man. So here we go.
Limited to collaborating only with people who are closely related to you, then the toolkit available to you is small. If you can collaborate with anybody on the basis that they have something useful to add, then the pool is large. So that larger pool is utterly dynamic, and it explains why Western civilization has been such a powerful force for innovation, and it explains why people, once they see how it works, want to join. And that has been the recent history of humanity, is people who see our experiment, they want to become part of it. But as times get rough, the more robust form of collaboration is based on genetic relatedness. And so the collaboration between parties that aren't closely related tends to break down, and the collaboration within these lineages tends to be emphasized. And so I'm concerned that what's happening is the growth has run out. The ability to generate phony growth by borrowing from the future is now running out. And as the music stops and there aren't enough chairs, people are resorting to looking for who is live. Blood is thicker than water is effectively the rule that's taking over.
Heather, how do you see this? It's the same or different? Like where do you guys converse about this existential threat?
I guess I would just add that we can see this at every scale, right? We see this at the individual level and within small institutions where we are being advised that appreciating and borrowing from other people's cultures is appropriation and isn't to be done. And that people who look a certain...
The Most High is not for cultural appropriation, right? For Israel, that is. You heathens you can go and do what you do. But no Israelite should be appropriating the custom of the heathens. That's forbidden by the Most High, right? If anything, they're supposed to be following the Israelite ways through righteousness, okay? But they're following Jake and wickedness now. All of these nations, man. Look at them, bro. Look on these, videos of TikTok and stuff like that, Instagram. They all acting like Jake, talking like Jake, walking like Jake. The heathen women starting to, date Jake more. Because they want to be a part of Jake, man. They really want to be Jake. But they can't. All right. And you devils, you have appropriated everybody's culture. Especially Jake culture. All right. I mean, you have appropriated everybody's culture, man. You have embraced everything but being an Edomite. These are Esau kids. Look at Esau kids, man. They claim everything but being an Edomite, bro. But that's who they are. That's their heritage. That won't have nothing to do with it. But that's who they are, man. Okay?
Certain way need to atone for the sins of their ancestors. And that people who look a certain way need to atone for the sins of their ancestors.
It's not that because you look a certain way that you have to atone for your ancestors' sin. It's because you're an Edomite. That's why you're going to be punished, Esau. Not because, this is how I look. No, you're going to be punished for your sins. Now, granted, how you look, okay, plays a major part in it, Esau, because you better mark a Cain, man. Okay? You better mark a Cain. And it is a mark of destruction, right? A sign of your destruction, man. But you and your kids going to get it, right? Job 21:19, it says, God laid up his iniquity for his children. So the Most High God, he got this judgment reserved for you devils, man. Stop crying. It says, he rewarded him and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. So Esau, you can, look, man, you can, talk of, I'm not guilty of, the sins of my forefathers, where the Most High say different. You have to pay, man. Okay? You have to pay. Thus said the Lord. Ain't no way around it, man. Okay? And I might have to do like a separate lesson on this video here, man. I'll play a little more than I'll close out.
And then at the global scale, we see this in the form of ever more conflicts that really amount to ethnicity versus ethnicity, right? That they're actually lineage versus lineage. And we will never attain a stable democratic state across the entire world. It's inherently, as Brett says, neither stable long-term nor particularly robust. But we were moving towards something that was that appeared almost asymptotic. And now it feels that there is not just a movement away, but that there is an embrace of the movement away among too many of the players at every scale.
Right. So I'm gonna stop this video here, man. I just had to do a separate lesson on this because this video is good, and I'd be going all day grabbing scriptures, but I would definitely, Lord willing, come back and do a part 2 to this, man. All right. So I'm gonna close out here. I got something to do, man. A Lord willing, that fine. All praise Yahweh, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom.